Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this late Wednesday night. Back to you again with my second video of the night, my second and final video of the night. This time on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like this video and hit the subscribe button down below. Subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And don't forget to friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all of my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. And hopefully YouTube can send out my videos to you. If not, you tell them to send out my videos. God damn it! Write your letters. Write your hate mail to YouTube. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. And that's all I really gotta say about that. So all right, we got a viewer already. Thank you for joining. Say something. Say something. Say something. No. Anyway, hope everybody had a good Wednesday. I had a Wednesday. Just a rough night at work, but I got through it. Even though I didn't want to be there, but at least after Saturday, I got nice 4 days off. But that might change because my boss, I think, screwed up because there's nobody. We got a new girl starting on Sunday in the morning, and then she works on Monday, and then there's basically nobody after her. So I don't know what's gonna happen Monday. If I have to go in Monday, I have the day off, so I could use an extra more hours, but it is what it is. So I might have to go on Monday. I might have to go on Wednesday. So instead of the 4 days, I'll probably get 3 days off. Well, 5 days off. I get 4 days off. Well, 3 days off. I'll probably get Sunday off, Tuesday off, and then probably Saturday off. So probably if I get to work, if I work Monday, we'll see. And then if I work Wednesday, then I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then I'm off Saturday. Might be off Sunday. Then go back and work on Monday. So I might have the weekend off, which would be nice. Get to watch some football. This Sunday, I'm going to watch the Niners. The entire game. Oh, yeah. Get to yell at my dad at halftime. And then after the game, when the Giants lose, hopefully they lose, I can rub it in my dad's face. It's friendly competition. That's all I gotta say. But he's a Giants fan. I used to be a Giants fan. Now I'm a Jets fan. Now I'm a Niners fan. So my Jets, I don't give two shits about. They're gonna lose this week anyway. They're gonna lose to the adults in Indianapolis this week. I think that's a 4:00 game. I think the Giants game is a 1:00 game because they're playing at home in shit life stadium with that horrible turf. I can imagine a lot of people are going to get hurt this week, mostly the Niners. I can bet you like Mullins will get hurt, like half our receiving core and most of our defense. We're getting guys off the street now to play defense for us. The Giants, they got some guy named Freeman from the Falcons to replace Barkley. Like, that's going to help. Even though our defense is shot right now. No Bosa. Bosa tore his ACL. Thomas, I think, tore his ACL. So they're both out for the season, which sucks. Garoppolo is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with his ankle injury. So he's not coming back till week 8, week 9. By that time, who knows what the Niners are going to be. If they're going to be contending or out of it. Hopefully not. But I have faith in Mullins. Even though he's not a great quarterback, not a great starter. But, he did some good stuff last week. Got us 2 touchdowns. That's not bad. He threw an interception like an idiot. He's got to work on that. So, I think this week is his proving game. Prove to me, prove to the Niner Empire, and mostly to Kyle Shanahan. Prove to your coach that you are worthy of a start, to be the starter, because basically we have nobody else. Maybe I forgot the other guy's name. That's the emergency starter, the emergency third quarterback. But if Jimmy G can go, I mean, let him go, man. You risk maybe him breaking that fucking ankle, and then he's done for the year, or maybe the next year. But I would sit him out this week. Let him come in. Let Jimmy G sit out this week. Let him come in if he's good, if he's healthy enough. Let him come in for the Eagles game next Sunday night, which I hope to watch. But you never know with my schedule, so I don't know. But I would love to watch that entire football game next Sunday night on NBC. But I get to watch the Niners game on Fox this Sunday. Thanks to my boss. I hate, I say a lot of, I really have a love-hate relationship with my boss now because he's the new guy. I like my old boss. My boss, he always gave me Sundays off. You started giving me Sundays off before the new boss came around. But I looked at my schedule for next week. I got Sunday off. Monday's open. So I don't know if I'm going in. Tuesday, I'm definitely off. Wednesday's open. And then Thursday, Friday, I definitely got to work. Thursday, Friday. Thursday late. Friday early. And then I'm off Saturday. Hopefully. I don't have to come in on Saturday. But we shall see what happens next week. Because the newbies start. And it, got to get them situated and see how they do. Hopefully they don't quit on us. They do a good job. They don't make any mistakes. We'll have to see all these two newbies, one starting on Sunday, another one starting on next Wednesday, overnight. So let's see what happens. Should be interesting stuff. So my schedule might lighten. So I might get 2 days. I might get 3 days. I might get 4 days. Hopefully not 5 days like I'm getting this week. But as soon as Saturday night at 10 o'clock hits, I am gone. Hopefully I get 4 days off. But thinking about it, with Monday and Wednesday open, nobody's coming in after 3 o'clock. I probably have to go in. So I'm hoping not, but if I have to make the money that you wish you had, I got to go in. I'll go in. I got nothing better to do. I want to get some extra hours next week because I'm already working like 2 days, really 2 days, which is Thursday and Friday, and not long hours. Except for Fridays, I work long hours. Thursday, I don't work a lot. I work about 5.5 hours. That's 6 hours, but 5.5 with a break. So we'll see what happens with that, and see if I can get my break around 8-9 o'clock before the next person comes in at 11. So hopefully I can get out early, get home before midnight on next Thursday night, and then have a little bit of a nap, and then get up about 12, 1 o'clock, and then get dressed and then go to work for a long time. And I gotta be with the new girl on next Friday, so might have to teach her the ropes a little bit. I have to make sure she's doing everything okay. Then I got to work with my co-manager for a little bit. I got to work with my supervisor up until 11 o'clock. So basically, a long day next Friday on the work with my managers, and then I get if I have to back up, I back up. If they need any help, then I'll come down and help them, and do the stuff I gotta do, and that's it. Anyway, enough about that bullshit. Anyway, on this late Wednesday night, as always on Wednesday nights, it is time for your late night AEW review for September the 23rd, 2020, from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. So, AEW tonight was a good good show. But before I start the video, check out my first video of the day, my tribute to Road Warrior Animal, who passed away today at the age of 60. We still don't know the cause of death as of yet. They're saying natural causes. So, just a shame, and yeah, just sucks when somebody that you grew up with, that I saw on TV, you know what I mean? Sad to see Road Warrior Animal pass away. I mean, he looked pretty good in interviews. He didn't look sick, but you never know when God's gonna take you. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be next month, next year, could be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. You don't know. So, but he's in that big ass wrestling ring in the sky with Road Warrior Hawk. They're having some great tag team matches with the British Bulldogs. Probably. Some other maybe with Terry Bam Bam Gordy, another great tag team specialist of the Freebirds. Some other guys up there, maybe like Macho Man Lady Savage. Ooh, yeah. Bruno Sammartino. All the greats that have gone on before us, Owen Hart. But I think the British Bulldogs and the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, are having one epic match right now, or they had it. They're probably all sleeping right now, but it is what it is. But that's a match that I would have loved to see if both of them were in their prime back in the 80s, when if there was ever a dream match that I would want to see, that would be the match. The Road Warriors versus the Bulldogs. The Road Warriors versus the Hart Foundation. Yeah, I mean, when they came to WWE, they were pretty good. They had that Chicago Street Fight. They came out on the Harleys. I think that was at SummerSlam 92, 94. I forget what year it was. But they came out, I think, with Paul Ellering. I think. I gotta look at the tape again. But a great tag team. Both of them are now in heaven, giving doomsday devices to the British Bulldogs and other tag teams that are up there. Cutting promos, like Hawk cutting his trademark promo. Well, what a rush. Stuff like that. So check the video out down below on the Metal God 669 channel. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share the video all over the goddamn internet. And that's all I can say about that. And people leaving me comments. I mean, I got trolls disliking the video just because they're fucking idiots, showing no heart. They're saying, "Oh, Peter, you didn't show any compassion. You didn't show any respect to Road Warrior Animal. No, you look like you just came out of the bathroom." No. I showed my respect, motherfuckers. I showed compassion. I showed a lot of sadness. Because I grew up with the Road Warriors back when I used to watch the NWA. I remember the scaffold match they had with the Midnight Express where Jim Cornette broke his leg when he fell off like 20 feet from the top of the scaffold. The Skywalker's match, they called it. I think it was at Starrcade or the Great American Bash. I don't remember which one it was, but I remember that match. I remember that match. Because I was a little bitty hoaxer dude back when that match happened. I followed the Road Warriors through, their feuds with Ric Flair and the Horsemen. The Rock and Roll Express, the Steiners. They had a great match with the Steiners at Starrcade. I think it was 88 or 89. And then they came to WWE, won the tag team belts. I forget from who. And then, they came back as the Legion of Doom 2000 with Sonny as their manager, which I thought was it was nice to see them back, but with Sonny, Twisted Steel and sex appeal. Yeah, Hawk and Animal were banging Sonny in the back, if you know what I mean. But Sonny got around back in the day. Chris Candido, Shawn Michaels, Dolph Ziggler, you name him, she probably fucked him. Because she's a hooah. A drug-induced fucking hooah. A lot of people saying that Sonny should give back her Hall of Fame ring because of all the shit she's done. Porn, that horrible porn she did don't even bother watching that. It's fucking horrible. She's not even. She's like, I'm gonna come, showing no acting. I mean, if you're doing your first porn, I mean, make it feel like you're banging your fucking husband or something, or your boyfriend. I mean, come on, show some fucking passion. Like, yeah, you're really getting fucked in the ass or something like that. You're really getting the pipe is getting laid down, if you know what I mean. Come on, ladies, you gotta show some show why you're getting fucked in the ass or whatever. But Sonny didn't even show anything. I mean, really. She was just having a good time. Like, oh, I'm just getting fucked in the ass. Whoopty damn do. Not even good acting. Freaking China put on some better fucking porn than Sonny. What that one night in China, and then she did a couple other porns that were eh. The one she did with Sean Waltman was basically her her best video. It is what it is, but that's that. Candice Michelle did softcore porn for Skinamax. She did. I think she was just in one. I think one semi-short softcore porn, and it was what was the name of that damn freaking porn Hotel something, and she was in a threesome with another chick, and she was getting banged by the guy, and you barely hear her moan and everything, but you see her bouncing up and down, but not hardcore porn, but like just bouncing and having a good old time. That's that. And then I don't think anybody else did porn that I know of that was a former wrestler. Maybe I was gonna say Missy Hyatt, but I don't know about that, but other people you would think they should do porn, like Eva Marie. Eva Marie should do porn. I mean, really. She's horrible in the ring. She should probably be horrible on porn. What's next, There's so many women that I would love to see in porn. Like, I would say Trish, but now it's just like old. Like, Trish back then, back in the Attitude Era, I would have loved to see her do a porn. Lita, Ashley Massaro, Sable, maybe Miss Jacqueline, Beulah McGillicuddy, Kimona Wanalea, even though she was a dancer. No, people thought that she was a porn star. Wrong. She was a dancer. That's why she did that semi-naked tease at the ECW arena when the ring broke. So they had fill time, and then Paul Heyman told Kimona Wanalea to go out there and strip, even though she didn't show any of the goodies, but she gave the guys in the crowd a good time, and all the crowd was hype before the main event, even though the ring broke, and then they had to fix it. Took them a long time to fix. I still have the tape, by the way, so. And then Kimona didn't want, the tape to get out and everything, but Paul Lee, being Paul Lee, the pervert that he is, made it go out. And now, you can probably see it on YouTube. You can probably see it on Pornhub. Maybe, I don't know if it's on Pornhub, but you can probably get it on YouTube. Just type in Kimona Wanalea dances atop the ECW arena. Probably, or just maybe YouTube her name, or look it up on Google. But I would have loved to see Beulah in the porn. Yeah, maybe Francine, maybe. I love Francine. I mean, Francine's a doll now, but she actually she sent out a tweet when she did a promo with Just Incredible. I don't know what year it was, when I think it was when Jerry Lynn had the belt, and I think Just Incredible was going for it, and then Francine came out and says these knees are gonna be permanently locked until you get that belt, and the only thing that gets me off at night is you with that belt. And then Joe's like, what? And then you have freaking like Joe Gertner, one of my good friends, Joe Gertner, going, him like going crazy and everything, and then I forget what happened in that match. I don't know if Justin won the match or he lost to Jerry Lynn in that match. I don't remember that match. I don't remember what. I don't know if it was on ECW on TNN thing, or was that a pay-per-view? But I said I left her a comment, and I said, "Damn, Franny," Francine Franny, and she liked my tweet, so, because she follows me on Twitter. I wish Beulah Gillicuddy was on Twitter. I don't know if she is, but if she is, like, somebody let me know so I can follow her. That's all I can say about that, but that's that. Anyway, enough about that bullshit, and let's get to it. All right, so check out the video down below, my Road Warrior Animal tribute video. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share the video all over the internet, and if you have any memories of Road Warrior Animal you want to talk about, leave a comment down below, or you can do a video reply if you wish, and that's it. And we move on from there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Wednesday night, September the 23rd, 2020, or if you're watching now from somewhere else, it is now September the 24th, 2020. It is time for your AEW. It is time for your late night AEW Dynamite review for September the 23rd, 2020, from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. All right, another week of AEW Dynamite. This week had a pretty good show. Lots of stuff happening. We had Jon Moxley in action, defending his AEW title against Eddie Kingston, the so-called winner of the Battle Royal. He claimed he never got eliminated, so he's getting a title shot. Why not? Got that. We had for the TNT title, we had Mr. Brody Lee taking on freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. So we got that. We had a little segment with the Revival and FTR, whatever you want to call them. I'm calling them the Revival. The Revival, the Revolt, whatever you want to call them. And the Best Friends. I'll get to that in a little bit. And then we had the main event, Eddie Kingston and Moxley for the belt. That was a pretty decent match. And then the aftermath, which was a complete all-out brawl. And we had a return from Cody tonight. A different look from Cody. You know, when he first started when he first came to AEW, when AEW was just in its infancy with Double or Nothing, the first one. Then before then later on he changed his hair, the blonde. Then after that he got the neck tattoo, which he still has. So Cody returned tonight with a new look, new attitude. So see what happens with him. And that's it. So we're gearing up for the 1-year anniversary show on October the 14th. So Moxley is going to be defending the belt against Lance Archer, if he still has the belt by then, but we'll see. Got some other stuff happening on the 1-year anniversary show. We'll probably get more matches next week and then the week after that, which is the 30th anniversary of Chris Jericho. October the 7th, it will be a special edition of, I don't think a special edition, but most of the program will be dedicated to Jericho, the champion, the demo god, the million viewer man, whatever you want to call him. So they'll be celebrating 30 years in wrestling. Just as much time as The Undertaker. And he's still going. Le champion. He drinks a little bit of the bubbly. And if you haven't had a little bit of the bubbly, you're missing out. You are missing out. It's good stuff. Especially if you have it with Pepsi, you have it with Coke. You mix it up a little bit. And you put in a little vodka. You have a good night. Especially if you're with a loved one, or your girlfriend, or you're on a date. Give her a little bit of the bubbly, if you know what I mean. Lay down some pipe. If it gets that way, but get it drunk on a little bit of the bubbly. And then you have a good old time. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, so let's get to AEW. Let's not waste any more time that I already wasted. So it is what it is. If you don't like it, suck my dick. That's that. All right, so we start off AEW Dynamite tonight with a picture of Road Warrior Animal. So like a great tribute for AEW. They mentioned Road Warrior Animal. I think we're gonna. I don't know. I think we saw that on NXT as well. I didn't watch NXT yet, so I don't know if they did. They put up a graphic of Road Warrior Animal. I assume they did. If they didn't, they probably put it up on. They might put it up on SmackDown. But we'll see what happens with that. So we got that, and then we go to the ring, where we start off with our first match of the night. Yeah. Super bad Kip Sabian with his lovely fiancée, soon-to-be wife, Penelope Ford, and the best man, Miro smashed on a pussy. Yeah! So he makes his AEW in-ring debut. They take on the team of Sonny Kiss and the bad boy, Joey Janela. So this was a pretty decent match. Miro got a little bit of offense in, but I'll get to that in a minute. So with Sonny and Kip to start, and Sonny gets the advantage, starts beating up on Kip, does the Matrix, and then a head scissors takedown, then a handspring, and a slap into Kip's mouth. And then Kip gets the tag to Miro, so we're about to see what Miro has to do as a store for us. But then Joey Janela comes in, and then Miro's like ready to fight, and then Kip's like, He's mine. So Miro's like, dude, so we don't get to see Miro yet. So they go at it, and Sonny comes in, springboards, and hits a crossbody for a near fall. Tags back into Joey with an axe handle, then Sonny with a tag with an axe handle to the wrist. Tags back in Joey. They go back and forth with tags. They double team him. Then Sonny with a standing moonsault for a near fall. As Miro goes in to stop the pin, but Kip kicks out beforehand, so he didn't really have to do that. Miro kicks Sonny anyway. Okay. Then Kip tags in Miro, hits a clothesline, catches Joey, swings him, and slams him down with a tilt, almost like a merry-go-round choke bomb or whatever you want to call it. He slams him down, and then tags in Kip, and then Sonny's in, and Miro did a gut-wrench Sonny away. Then he hits another toss, and he's the legal man for some reason. I thought Kip was the legal man. Okay. Hits a right hand to face, then an uppercut for a near fall. Tags back in Kip. Miro keeps a hold of Sonny, and he body slams Sonny. He brings Kip in with a slingshot, and Kip lands on Sonny. And then Kip with the punt kick, and it was good for a near fall. They start to work on Sonny. And then Sonny comes back working on the shoulder of Kip, tagging Joey, but Miro gets distracted. I don't know I would assume by Sonny. I don't know. Sonny is distracting, but it's what it is. So Miro comes. We saw from Kip, tagged him in Miro, kicked to Sonny, kicked to the back of the head, tags back in Kip. Kip with a front knock, Sonny with the inside cradle. And then a punch, then another one, an elbow, then another one. Kip goes for a right hand, he missed, swinging right. And then Sonny comes back with a right hand, and then goes to work on Kip. Sonny with a rolls Kip forward, flies over the back, gets a tag from Joey, with a clothesline, then an elbow, then another one to Miro, and Miro goes to the floor. He enters and falls over the top rope. Oh, man. And he hurt his ankle. I mean, legit hurt his ankle. And Joey pulls Kip into the ring post. Ow. Then a running kick to Miro. Joey whips Kip reverse, and Joey runs into Miro, who sends him over the barricade. And then Miro's like, come on! So Kip runs. Miro launches Kip over the barricade onto Joey, but Joey dropped him. Botchamania. Didn't look good. Did not look good at all. And Joey goes for a crossbody. Miro tries to catch him, but he basically missed it. So another little botch. What are you gonna do? Miro looked to be rusty, but he had to get the ring rust off. So it is what it is. So Joey gets a kick to the chin of Kip for a near fall. Kip rolls over to Penelope Ford. Sonny hops on the ropes. Joey runs into a clothesline. Miro then sends Joey's face into the butt of Sonny. That's not a good thing. And hits a spinning kick to Joey. Kip with a springboard dives into a boot and then backs into a pin. Miro misses a clothesline. Sonny with a right, then another one. The both men. Miro lifts Sonny in the air. Kip catches him with a lung blower for a near fall. Good old-fashioned lung blower. Joey comes in to break up the pin. And then Miro kicks Joey running, sends him over into a DDT on the apron by Kip. Ow. Then Miro looks for the kick. The thrust kick that he usually is. So the Rusev crush kick. Sonny's up, hits it right in his face. Then he stomps to the back and knocks in the accolade, which JR actually said the accolade. Oh, that's going to get a call from Vince. And he fucks him in the ass, makes him humble. And Sonny taps out like the drunk man he is, or woman, whatever it is. That he is. But Sonny's cool. Sonny Kiss is a pretty good wrestler. That's all I gotta say about that. Former WOW heavyweight champion, and I think No Limits champion as well here in the Northeast. Done some good stuff here in the Northeast indie wrestling scene. So don't say anything bad about him, her, it, but that's all I gotta say about that. So Miro and Kip Sabian get the win. Miro gets his first win in AEW. Wins it with the accolade. I don't know if that's going to actually be his move. They're going to call it the accolade. They're going to call it something else. I would assume they're going to call it something else because, Vince is going to, sue him for that. You think Miro cares, though? I think he should care that Lana's getting destroyed every week, the last 2 weeks by Nia Jax getting Samoan dropped through the table, not once but twice. The last 2 weeks, Samoan dropped through the table, and then get choked, and then getting choked out by Shayna Baszler. So she's really getting punished for what Miro said a couple weeks ago, and what now that he's in AEW. So she's getting punished to hell. I don't know why they just don't release her, but I think they will sooner or later. So the match was all right. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's that. Then Eddie Kingston comes out, and Miro's music is still playing, and then stops somehow. He's got something to say. So he's like, I want to look at the hard cam. Okay, why don't you just look at the hard cam, you idiot? So he says, if you don't like social media and don't check it, it's him and Moxley tonight for the World Championship. He says he's never eliminated, blah, 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 same old shtick, he said. And that's why he's getting a title, getting a shot. Also, 18 years says he deserves the shot. Okay. It says him and Moxley used to be cut from the same cloth. Then John sold out and went to the land of sports entertainers. Wow. Kingston stayed true to his word. He stayed with the fighters and the outlaws and didn't sell his soul to the devil, meaning Vince. So he says before he gets the title, he wants to look into the entertainer's eyes. And so he calls him out. So Moxley comes out, do the stands like he did last week, but this time he didn't get ambushed. So he comes out with the AEW World title, gets in the ring. They go nose to nose, and then the referees have to break it up. And referees and one security guard, or I don't know, there was like 2 people there with masks on. I don't know if they were security guards or agents or who the hell they were. I didn't care. But a good segment to hype up the main event. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. Not bad. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, then we get to match number 2. Hangman Adam Page doing that cowboy shit. He takes on Evil Uno of the Dark Order. We are the Dark Order. Now, Bronson Reed does the same freaking pose. Have you noticed that? Maybe Bronson Reed is a secret member of the Dark Order. We don't know. He's secretly in the Dark Order in the NXT. Maybe they should release him and he'll go over to AEW and do this again. So I'm like, oh, he's part of the Dark Order now. So anyway, we get to this match. Match wasn't that bad. We had Kenny Omega back on commentary like he was last week. So we heard from Kenny during the match. Match was all right. It's also with a lockup. Uno sends Page into the corner as we see most of the Dark Order on the stage minus Brody Lee. It was like 5, 10, Anna Jay, Colt, Suck Dick, Cabana, and I think that was it. And I didn't see Stu Grayson there. I don't remember seeing him or not, but I don't think it was there. I don't know why. So Uno breaks the hold as the referee backs him up. They lock up again. Uno works over the left arm. Page rolls out of it, reverses and to a side headlock. Uno sends Page into ropes, hits a shoulder tackle that sends Uno into the ropes, and Uno hits one of his own. So they go back and forth for a little bit. Uno hits the ropes, dives over Page, thinks he's like, I'm smart. Then turns into a big kick from Page, then a big chop to the chest, then another one in the corner. Page hits a suplex for a 1 count. Then goes to work on Uno, puts him on his shoulders and drops him to the mat. I think he lift and plop. That's that. Then Page with a pump handle as we hear Kenny say. Kenny he's like, oh my God, look at the strength of Page. Oh, I can't believe it. I never saw this before. So he drops Uno into a pin for a near fall. Uno comes back with a chop. Page comes back with a chop of his own. Tries to run. Uno catches and hits a back suplex. He runs. Page sends him over the top rope. Uno lands on the apron. Then a clothesline for Page as Uno hits the floor. Page starts over the top rope on Uno with a suicide plancha. Then he sends him Uno into the ring. He gets on the apron, kind of slowly gets in the ring. Uno holds Rick Knox in between him, and Page. Page moves Knox, kicks Uno. Uno catches and sends the boot into the hands of Knox, and looked like Knox forgot to catch it because I think he just dropped it. Then Uno with a neck breaker. Oh well. And Uno poses in the corner. He gets on the corner, does his best Mr. Perfect impersonation, sitting on top going like this and like, I'm the greatest. Okay. Then sends Page in the corner, hits a clothesline, and then Page is on the ground. Uno walks away and then comes back with a boot to the neck. Ow. Pulls Page up and hits a throat thrust into, and then hits a backbreaker for a near fall. Sends Page to the outside. Page hits Uno with I think it was I don't know what he hit him with, but Page gets shoved off to the corner to the outside by Uno and crashes hard to the floor. Blah blah blah. And we go in the picture. We come back. Page hits the ropes and eats a back elbow, then goes to the apron and looks to go for the buckshot lariat, but the members of Dark Order head over to Page as Omega struggles with whether or not to help out. He's like, should I go in? Nah, I think he can do it by himself. So get that. But Evil Uno says, no, you get out of here. So sends them to the back as Page rolls over to the right side. He rushes the apron, runs, and Page drops him right on his back. Ow. Shoves Uno into the ring, heads to the top rope. I think Uno went to the top rope. Page catches him, hits a throwaway slam, and then a standing shooting star press for a near fall. And he's going to work on Uno. Uno comes back with a pump kick, hits the top rope, guys off with a swanton bomb for a near fall. Then a big time clothesline. Hits the ropes, and Page hits one of his own, and they meet in the middle of the ring. They go at it, and clothesline sends Uno down. Page with another shooting star goes for another one, and they caught the knees. Uno with the inside cradle for a near fall. Grabs the head. Page swings out of it. He's looking for some type of finisher. I think Uno was. I don't know what he was looking for. Page swings out of it, kicks the leg. He swings Uno's leg to Knox. Knox dropped it again. So Page kicked him, covers for a near fall. Then he goes on the apron, flips in the ring with the buckshot lariat. 1, 2, 3. Adam Page is on a two-match winning streak ever since losing the tag belts a couple weeks ago at Out. He's back to his winning ways. And he's 2-0 in the last 2 weeks, so maybe he's getting his groove back. Kenny was a little bit impressed, and he gets up off commentary. He leaves, and then Adam Page sees him leaving, but then nothing happens. So I don't know where this Kenny Adam Page thing is going to go. We'll see. Maybe they're not going to get back together, obviously, because we all know Kenny's going to turn heel on him. But Kenny would be like, maybe, he'll be like, you're doing good, man. I got your back. I always have your back. You can come back to the elite or something like that. Even though the Bucks will hate that. But something will happen, like, he'll go out with Paige to the ring. They'll like be buddies again. And then out of the blue, just snaps and just attacks Paige and knocks him out. I'm thinking by the 1-year anniversary show. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens next week on the program. But that's all I got to say about that. So we'll see. We shall see what happens with that. And that's all I got to say about it. So pretty good match from Paige and Evil Uno. Evil Uno's lost a lot of weight, if you noticed. I mean, he looks in great shape for a guy that's like 30-something, I think. 30. I think he's in his 30s. He's not that young. To a guy that's wrestled in PWG, but him and Grayson have fought in Europe a lot. So they finally came over to the States a couple years ago, and they became the Super Smash Brothers in PWG and kicked some ass. They kicked a lot of ass in PWG. If you haven't seen them in PWG, you need to get some tapes, goddammit. Or just look up the matches. Just look up Super Smash Brothers PWG matches and just watch them. They had matches with the Bucks. I think with Adam Cole. I think maybe with Steen as well. I'm not sure on that one, but they put on some good matches in PWG, so you gotta watch it. And that's all I gotta say about that. I'm hoping PWG comes back, but we'll see. Not sure if they're gonna come back. So anyway, Hangman Adam Page gets the win. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, then we go backstage with Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone, Tony Baloney, whatever you want to call him. He's outside the Young Bucks locker room. So he knocks on the door. Matt comes out. He's like, Tony, glad you're here. So he knows people have been watching over the last couple of weeks, says they've been acting a little out of character, especially on BTE, if you noticed the last couple episodes. Just saying. Matt says they were out of line. They should never have hurt Alex Marvez or Matt Posey. Matt calls him Matt Poser. He hopes people sympathize with them. And he mentions that the Young Bucks have lost a lot recently. They lost title shots and relationship with friends they thought they'd be with forever. And he says he's going to do better. And then Tony says FTR is the reason for all this. So Matt's like, no, try again there, Tony. Ask me another question. So he said FTR won the belts. They defeated Page and Omega. And he's like, how did that feel? So Matt wonders if Tony's ribbing him, trying to make him pissed off. And he's like, Tony, do you have your phone? So Dumbbell Tony gives Matt the phone. Matt smashes it a bunch of times into the wall, breaking it. Basically breaking the phone. And Tony's like, I just bought that phone with my $20 I get from my paycheck. So I broke the phone, breaking the screen. Tony's like, but why? I thought you liked me. Nobody likes you, Shawnee. Shut up. So Matt then pulls out a wad of cash. He's like, you can get an upgrade. You're due for an upgrade. Here's some money. So he goes back into the locker room, and Shivani's just like looking at the money. I don't know if he got a new phone or he's gonna get a new phone. I don't care. This would be better than the one that got broken. I don't know. Maybe we'll get the iPhone 12. I don't know. Who cares? So it was a pretty intense and semi-funny segment. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Not bad. And just showing the Bucks in their tweener, almost heel-like gimmick right now. I think they're gonna turn full-fledged heel soon. If not at the 1-year anniversary show, maybe at Full Gear. Which I think they're gonna face. I think they're gonna stay tweener until I think Full Gear when they get the title shot against FTR. I think they're gonna lose though, because I think FTR will beat them, which sucks. And then the Bucks will probably turn heel right after that. But who knows what's gonna happen with that as we get the Full Gear and get to the 1 year anniversary show in 3 weeks. So we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. So we move on. So like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. All right. So then we get to Orange Cassidy coming out. Mr. I'm so cool. I'm freshly squeezed. I'm so over with the crowd. So he comes out getting ready for his TNT title match with Mr. Brody Lee. So he comes out with the other members of the Dark Orders, John Silver, Alex Reynolds, and Anna Jay comes out as well again. Silver just starts being a fucking idiot, stomping on the jacket of Orange Cassidy. So Cassidy takes off his shirt and just drops it on the head of John Silver, and he's going crazy again. He's just stomping on the shirt now. So Anna Jay then gets on the apron. Orange Cassidy puts the glasses on her. Then Brody Lee goes over to her, grabs the specs, and drops them on the mat. Not good. So we get that. So we get the match number 3 for the TNT title. Orange Cassidy and Brody Lee. Not bad. Not a bad match per se, but it is what it is. Orange puts this elbow pad on. Then he's like, puts his hands in his pants, in his pockets, and then he hits the the devastating kicks to the shins. But Brody's like, fuck this. Hits Orange Cassidy with a hard right hand, then stomps the crap out of him. Orange stands, still with his hands in his pocket, ducks under a clothesline, hits a drop kick. He kips up Lee's and then sends Lee to the outside. Lee then huddles with the members of the Dark Order. So Orange Cassidy dives through the ropes. The Dark Order catch him, and Brody Lee's in the ring. He hits the ropes and dives onto everybody. That was pretty cool. Then he chops Orange across the chest on the barricade, and then throws in Orange into the ring at 7. He gets in at 8. Drops an elbow for a 1 count. And starts to go to work on Orange Cassidy, sends him to the outside again, where the Dark Order just beat him up as the referee was distracted. Then he leaves the ring, grabs Orange, and sends him back into the ring. Goes on the apron, flies over the top with a senton, surprisingly, for a near fall. Then he sends him back outside, where, once again, the Dark Order, I don't know why they're out there, but okay. They beat him up some more as the referee's distracted once again. And then Brody goes to the outside, throws John Silver like a fucking lawn dart. It's like, get out of the way, Silver! I mean, really, he must really hate John Silver. I mean, real life, hate him. I don't think it's storyline. I think it's kayfabe. He hates him. I mean, who likes John Silver nowadays? What it is what it is. I mean, I took a picture with him when he was CCW World Champ. Go figure. Go figure. He was CCW World Champ. Then he tells John Silver to grab to get the belt, the TNT title. And he sends him back to the ring, whips him into a rope. Orange ducks under a clothesline, goes for a tornado DDT, but Brody sends him into the ropes. Orange comes back with and then Brody with a Bossman Slam, or the Abyss Slam. Abyss Black Hole Slam. It's that. Then he locks him in a submission as we go to picture in picture. Grabs him, sends him into the corner with some chops. As we see John Silver hold Lee's title in the air on the apron. So Brody shows him off. It's like, get the fuck down! Oh God. Then he starts to work on Orange Cassidy with some ground and pound a little bit. Then he hits a big boot off the ropes. Whips Orange into the corner. And he's like, yeah, look at me. Then he removes the straps. He's getting pissed. Hits a right hand and a slap to the face. He catapults Orange into the second rope. Knocks in a half Nelson. Then a suplex to him. He lifts him up. Another half and half as he hits a half and half suplex. And then he falls into a seated position. He lifts him up again, goes for the discus clothesline, but Orange falls slowly down to the mat. Tries for a third time, goes for another discus clothesline. Lee just sits down like a doll. Oh well, Orange Cassidy sits down. So that pissed off Brody Lee. Runs with a boot. Orange Cassidy just wakes up, gets a 1922 roll up for a near fall. Then he shoves Lee into the corner. And then again, shoots the legs, goes to lift Brody, but Brody lifts up for a backslide. Orange ducks under. Lee rolls to the outside. And Orange Cassidy hits a suicide dive for suicide plancha. Goes back in the ring. Then he hits another one. Sends Brody into the ring. He ducks a belt shot from Silver. And then hits the Superman punch to 5. And Silver misses a belt shot again. And hits 10 with the belt. He runs the ring, goes for a DDT. Lee spins out of it, and Orange hits a really not a great stunner, but kind of looks sloppy. Goes to the top rope and with a diving DDT. He kips up. He's all fired up. Hits the ropes. Running kick to chest and the head of Brody. Hits the ropes again. Another punt kick, and it was good. And Brody's getting pissed. As he gets up real quick, like he no-sold it. He swings and misses like the New York Yankees. And Orange Cassidy with a DDT. Brody's stumbling and bumbling, and Orange lifts him. Hits the beach break for a near fall. Whatever that move is. Hits the corner. John Silver then gets to the ring. Orange Cassidy hits him with the orange punch. Lee misses the clothesline. And then he hits a power bomb. Then he gets up, hits the discus clothesline, 1, 2, 3. He retains the TNT title. A pretty decent match. I mean, looked like Orange Cassidy almost had it, but just came up a little bit short. So, pretty good match. I gave 3 out of 5 stars. Not bad. And that's that. So we get that. So like I said, 3 out of 5 stars for the match. Not bad. Then the lights go out and Sabu comes out. No. And then the lights go out. We see a red screen on the Tron. And then the middle of the stage lights up as we hear some orchestra music. I'm thinking the Maestro is coming out. Remember the Maestro back in WCW? You know who he is. And then we hear there's more than one royal family. So I'm like, yup, Cody's back. And Cody comes out. He's back with his jet black hair. He's in a suit. He moves his jacket, kicks John Silver, sends him flying off the ring steps, off the stage. Enters the ring, attacks number 5. 10 comes in, gets a clothesline, and then 5 comes back, but he gets the Cody stunner off the rope. Cody drags 5 over to the corner, swings his leg into the ring post. Then he locks in the figure 4 leg lock on Ric Flair. And he's got some nice shoes on him. They were really sparkly and shiny. Then we get that. So that ends the segment with that. As Cody looks around and everybody's chanting Cody, Cody, Cody. I mean, he looks like he did when he came in a Ring of Honor. Then he turned on the fans after kicking Jay Lethal in the nuts at Final Battle. Ugh. I met him before at the meet and greet. I said, your father was a great man. He said, thank you. I said, you're great. You're great. Thank you. Welcome to Ring of Honor. Blah blah blah. So, got his autograph. Got a picture, which I still have. I think on one of my Facebook pages. You can go look at it. It's in somewhere in my photos, but it is what it is. And then Cody had a pretty good match with Jay Lethal, and then kicked him in the nuts. Hit the crossroads and beat Jay Lethal, and everybody got pissed. And right after that, he joined the Bullet Club in Japan, and we all know where that went. But that led to him and Kenny going at it, and Kenny got kicked out. And eventually, I think Cody left the group, went to they formed AEW right after that. So, yeah, with the Bucks and Kenny, eventually made up with Kenny. So, you know how it went down. That's that. So I gave the Aftermath 3.25 out of 5 stars. Great to see Cody back, even though he was gone for 5 weeks, and he's gonna come back and face Brody Lee for the title, probably at the 1-year anniversary show. Maybe get the belt back. I don't know if Brody Lee. I think Brody Lee should beat Cody and hold on to the belt for another month rather than lose the belt in like the next 2 weeks. Be a 7-week champion. It makes no sense for Cody just to be out for 5 weeks and then gets the belt right back. I mean, let Brody Lee hold the damn belt for a while. Has some dominant wins. He almost lost to Orange Cassidy. I forgot who he faced. For his first defense, I forgot who he faced, but beat the crap out of that guy. So, but they're gonna have a match, probably at the 1-year anniversary show. I'll get to that in a second, but it looks like they're gonna give the belt back to Cody, and then Cody's gonna hold the belt for another few months, and I'm not gonna say they're gonna bury Brody Lee, but it's just gonna be a shame that he loses the belt. After winning it 5 weeks. When he loses, if he does lose it at the 1-year anniversary show, he'll only be a month. Have the belt for a little over a month. I mean, he really should hold it for like 2-3 months at most. Maybe. I would have him lose it at Full Gear than the 1-year anniversary show. But to who? If it's Cody again or it's somebody else, I don't know. But if he will lose it, but I'd rather him lose it at Full Gear than to Cody at the 1-year anniversary show. But that's just me. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, we got some chat, and I gotta do something. Let me get to the chat in just a second. And okay. All right. Just give me a second. I know I talked enough. I'm already over an hour. Got my good buddy Chase Stabler in the chat. What's up, Chase? How you doing? He says, "What's up?" What is up? Sky. The sky is what it is. Do you have a Discord? Yes, I do. Send me a friend request on Discord. Well, I have to give you my Discord. Shoot, I don't want to give out my Discord so trolls can troll me, but I do have Discord. my uh my 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 name is well, I'm seeing maybe I can do that. Hold on. Here we go. There you go, right here. This is my Discord. If you want to friend me and troll me, I don't really give two shits. But that's that. So I do have Discord. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to make you a moderator right now. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I did that. Oh, add. Okay, I got it. Okay, you're not. Okay, Chase. Now you're a moderator. So if you see any trolls, just in the chat from time whenever I do my my live streams, if you see a troll on well, I have to make you a mod on my other channel, so I'll do that. I'll do that later on. Whenever you're on my Killer Demons, any one of my other pages that I do videos on, just like come in the chat and I'll make you a moderator. But right now you're a moderator, so any funny business, you give them a warning, and then they do it again, you boot them. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, what's else I'll say? I just got done with iRacing. Is that iRacing? L Racing? I finished 5th. Oh, not bad. At least you tried. At Talladega, that's not bad. Fifth place is not bad. That's not bad. That's that. I'm a troll killer. Yes. Yep. Now you are the troll killer, and so am I. So if you're not here, then I'm here. And any trolls come in, I can tell them to suck my dick. That's all I gotta say about that. So, but now you are a moderator. You're my Secretary of Defense, I guess. You're the general of the Armada. I'm the captain, of course. Yeah. I'm the captain. You can be if you want to be sergeant or you want to be general of the Armada. Let me know. And I will get to that. Given that there was 4 big ones. Okay. 4 big what? Don't answer that, but that's what it is. Anyway, so we get that. All right, so Cody comes back with his new look. And that's it for that. And that's it. Then we go to the back with Dasha Fuentes, Dasha Gonzalez, whatever you want to call her. She tries to interview Brody Lee, but then Brody comes in and Anna Jay takes the mic, gives to Brody Lee, and then she goes away to do something to Dasha. Don't ask me what she did. And Brody's pissed. Tells Cody that he's got some audacity. What kind of a man lets his wife post Instagram thirst traps while calling him daddy? She'll do it for me, but she can call me daddy anytime. Just saying. What kind of man stays in a little bubble? He says Cody's not a man. He's a coward. And he asks something for Cody from John Silver, actually. And it's a steel chain. Actually, it's a dog collar. He tells Cody sooner or later he will cut him down. He will take this dog collar, wrap it around Cody's neck, and he will have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And he says, you got 1 week to decide, and we'll see what happens with that. I think I think Cody will come out next week, talk to Brody, and say, like, So you challenge me to a dog collar match. Let's do it at the 1 year anniversary show. And I tell you right now, the 1 year anniversary show is going to be fucking stacked. Should be a pay-per-view, but going to be a special event on October the 14th. And I think that night is going, I mean, they're going to kill NXT unless NXT pulls something out of their ass and tries to combat that. Maybe they have a special show. And you think, like, what to watch? I'm personally going to watch Dynamite. I want to see the 1 year anniversary show. We already got Moxley and Moxley if he beats Eddie Kingston tonight, but I think you know what happened there. So we got an AEW World Title match with Moxley or Eddie Kingston against Lance Archer. We probably have Cody versus Brody Lee for the TNT Championship in a dog collar match. I hope that's a bloody match. I mean, there have been a lot of bloody matches, bloody dog collar matches. Punk and Raven. Who else? Greg Valentine and I believe it was Rowdy Piper. Could be wrong on that one. I know I think it was Rowdy Piper and Greg the Hammer Valentine way back in the day. This was some other hellacious, bloody dog collar matches. CCW. I think there was one, I don't know if there was one in ECW, but I think there was one with the Pitbulls, I believe. I think it was the Pitbulls and the Eliminators and a double dog collar match, and that was fucking brutal and bloody. But we're finally gonna see another one, and I hope both men get busted wide open, spewing blood, gushing blood. I mean, the canvas is just flooded with blood. But that's all I got to say about that. And we move on from there. All right, then we get to a segment with Matt Hardy. He comes out with Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy, and Marquine. And it's his birthday. Oh, so happy belated birthday to Matt Hardy. So hit him up on his Twitter page. Send him your birthday wishes. So anyway, talked about his attack last week where he got attacked from behind by an unknown assailant. And then we see Jericho and Jake Hager come in, and Jericho holding a bat. And we all thought it was him, but Jericho was like, I never, Jericho mocks him in Private Party before their match, which saw Jake Hager and Jericho beat Private Party as Jericho hit I think it was Isaiah Cassidy in the back with a bat, and then locked him in the walls of Jericho, and they won the match. So get that. So Matt says he had a conversation with MJF, had a discussion about the TNT title with Brody Lee. And, of course, he hates the Inner Circle. So the only thing he can recall, though, is that whoever did it was wearing a mask or a face shield or something. And he also hit him with a pipe or a bat. And he's like, how odd is it that then Jericho has a bat? And Matt says that Jericho is public enemy number one, is prime suspect. And then he talks about, he hypes up Private Party and the match they had last week. They tore the house down. They were this close to winning. Matt's proud of them. And the only reason they lost was because of the bat. He says the more things change, the more they stay the same. He couldn't even get the words out. So he kind of flubbed his line a little bit. And he says Jericho will always be known as an asshole. So that brings out Jericho. Jericho comes out with his great theme song, Judas, which the entire fans there, all 50 of them, or I don't know how many people are there, a couple hundred maybe, they sing Judas. And it's always the fun part of the show. So Jericho comes out and says, happy birthday, Matt. He's like, Who gives a shit about your birthday? Damn. I hope you give a shit about my birthday there, Chris. My birthday's coming up in December, so I expect some I expect some birthday wishes on Twitter from like Adam Cole and Mia Yim and Big Foley, Taylor Hendricks, Francine, you know, maybe Britt Baker, DMD, baby. Maybe get some wrestlers wishing me happy birthday and all my friends and fans on Facebook and then YouTube. Get that. We'll see what happens with that. So Jericho says there are only 4 members of the Inner Circle here because of what Matt did to Sammy back at All Out. Matt put him out, and no one knows when he's coming back. But guess what? He lied, and then Sammy Guevara comes out. He's like, "I'm back. I'm awesome." And then him and Jericho share a hug. The two love birds, the sexy guys, I guess you can call them. So Jericho says that Matt knows him better than that. He wouldn't attack Matt from behind. He's like, "Trust me, if I wanted to take you out, I'd do it face to face, so you can see the happiness in my eyes. I didn't hit you last week. However, I can do it right now if you want me to." Matt's like, "I'm not clear, but I don't care. I'll fight you all." And then Marquin's like, "Chill there, brother. Calm down." Tells Matt to take all the time he needs to heal up and be cleared because he's cleared. I don't know, I guess because of his leg injury or something. It was back injury. Tells Jericho that he laid him out last week. And then Isaiah Cassidy gets on the mic, says he appreciates the support from Marquin, but this one's on him. He's like, I got this. Turns to Jericho, says he's almost beat Jericho not once but twice. So how about right now? So he issues the challenge to Jericho for next week. So he says he gets it. Jericho's a legend. Everyone's counting him out. No one expects him to win. But what if next week he makes Jericho his Le Champion bitch? And that's basically it. So next week we got Isaiah Cassidy and Le Champion Chris Jericho, Demo God, 1-on-1. I expect Matt Hardy might be at ringside. Maybe Marquina will be at ringside. Jake Hager probably at ringside, maybe with the other members of the Inner Circle. I don't know. But it should be a pretty decent match. I don't think it's going to be a great match, but pretty decent match. And we'll see what happens with those two guys next week on the program. I would think maybe Matt Hardy gets involved and makes Isaiah Cassidy pin Jericho. Surprise Jericho for the 1, 2, 3 with a roll up or some shit. But we'll see what happens with that, and that's it. I'd rather have Jericho win, but just me. That's that. So I gave that segment 3 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right. After that, we go to commercial. We come back. We see Tony Baloney in the ring with the Revival and Tully Blanchard. Tully's here to talk about thousands of new fans and how do they get to see the dudes who have the gold. They have to be creative. He says traditionally 60-minute time limit, all the rules, but he's changing the rules and he's making it 20 minutes on television so that those new wrestling fans get to see what it's like to watch guys at the top of their game. So he calls it a 20-minute brush of greatness, if you will. And they get to pick the opponents. So he says next week SCU will take them on in a 20-minute brush with greatness match. And if they don't win, FTR automatically gets the win. So they don't get the win in 20 minutes. FTR gets a check in the win column. So that's that. So then Dax brings up the best friends, Chucky T and Trent, calls them back, talks about their match last week, calling them backyard comedic wrestlers. So that brings out the best friends, Trent and Chuck, get in the ring. As Tully Blanchard is backing them off and stuff like that. Trent says that what they did last week wasn't a match, it was a war. But let's do this right now. We might be banged up, but we're here. You're here. You got red panties on. Okay. Then Dax says Trent's mommy's not here to help, but if they want this 20-minute brush with greatness, get me a referee. So the referee comes out. I think it was Paul Turner, the so-called heavyweight champion. the next heavyweight champion if you follow him in Ring of Honor. They're ready to fight. So Paul Turner comes out. So they're about to get ready, but Cash, they're on the apron. Cash says they are fighting champions, but it's obvious the best friends aren't ready. Maybe in a few weeks, but they need time to rest up. Until then, top guys out. And then that pisses off Chucky T and Trent, who say that at least Santana Ortiz didn't walk out on a fight. Well, Chucky says Santana Ortiz didn't walk out on a fight like a couple of weenies. Then they did a best friends hug in the middle of the ring to go do the Okada pullback, of course, to show FTR how it's really done. And that ends the segment. So I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. So next week we got a 20-minute Brush with Greatness match with SCU. I think it's going to be Kazarian and Daniels taking on the Revival. Should be a great match. But we'll see what happens. I think FTR will get the win. But I think they're going to face the best friends at the 1-year anniversary show. Probably beat them and then face the Bucks at Full Gear. And probably going to be one of the matches of the night. Probably match of the year. Maybe might be match of the year. Who knows? I mean, because they got to live up to Adam Page and Kenny against the Bucks way back at Revolution. That match was awesome. That's tag team wrestling for you. I mean, Adam Page and Kenny against Revival at All Out was good. Kind of went too long, but it was good. Not great, not awesome good, but pretty much up there. And that's that. So they got a lot to live up to get to Page, Kenny against the Bucks level. That right now is match of the year for AEW in my eyes. And that's all I can say about that. All right. Let's see if any. Okay. All right. Chase, your general. Okay, your general Chase Stabler of the Yamada. So, is that? So a lot of big wrecks at your race. No, anybody get hurt? Not that I'm not wishing anybody get hurt. I mean, when I watch NASCAR, I don't watch it for the race. I watch it for the wrecks. But it is what it is. That's all I got to say about that. So anyway, we move on. All right, then we get to match number 4. Ivelisse and Diamante taking on Hikaru Shida, the AEW Women's Champion, and the NWA Women's World Champion, Thunder Rosa. No, not that Rosa, but Thunder Rosa. Maybe Rosa should change her name to Thunder Rosa. Or something else Rosa. Maybe, she is the queen of Extreme, so I guess you can give her that. So it is what it is. Match was all right. I mean, coming off last week's match with Thunder Rosa and Ivelisse, which was just fucking horrible. I mean, Ivelisse no-selling everything, and then I think her and Thunder Rosa had a brawl in the back. It's like just Ivelisse got a tongue lashing from Tony Khan last week. I'm surprised he didn't fucking release the bitch, but come on. She is the baddest bitch of Puerto Rico, or Dominican Republic, where the fuck she's from. I mean, to do that last week, it was just really. She lost all my respect. All my respect for that shit. That's all I can say about that. So, match happens, and okay. All right, Chase, I friended you. I accepted your friend request on Discord. Okay, so we can talk when I'm on Discord in the future when I'm not doing my videos, when I have some time, or when I have time off. Maybe we could talk maybe on Sunday sometime, not like Sunday afternoon sometime before Clash of Champions. We can talk on Discord if you want. So I want to watch my Niners and against the Giants. I want to watch some football before I watch Clash of Champions. So we'll get that. Okay. So we'll get that. All right. So we get to the match. Match was all right. Starts with Ivelisse and Diamante attacking them before the bell. How much time do I got? Okay. Okay, we'll see what happens with that. So get the match. Match goes back and forth. I'm going to abbreviate some of this. I'm not going to really care about that. They go back and forth. Before we go to break, Shida kicks Diamante to the apron. She stands. Ivelisse grabs the head, suplex into the ring the hard way for a near fall. Then elbows from Shida to Diamante. And Diamante with a knee, tags in Ivelisse. And then Diamante with a diamond cutter. Well, Gilmore cutter. And then Ivelisse runs in, hits a DDT for a near fall. As Rosa runs in and drops an axe handle to break it up. She hits a neck breaker to the entering Diamante. Gets dropped by Ivelisse. And then Kuroshita with an enziguri. Thunder Rosa runs back in, attacks, but Ivelisse moved. And Thunder Rosa hits Shida by accident. Whoops. Then Ivelisse with a hook kick for a near fall. Tags in Diamante. And then Ivelisse sends Shida into an uppercut. Then she assists with a sliced bread number 2. And they go for the cover. Thunder Rosa comes in to break it up. She sends Ivelisse to the outside. Diamante grabs Shida, calls for her finisher. Looks like she was going to hit a code red or something like that. She just hopped on the back, looking like a code red maneuver. Hops on the back of Shida, thinking code red, like I said. But Rosa comes in, grabs Diamante onto her shoulders, hits a Death Valley driver. Then Kuroshita hits the Falcon Arrow for a near fall as Ivelisse comes in to stop it. Thunder Rosa grabs her, and they start fighting out of the ring. Shida hits the ropes, hits the running knee to face. The running, almost like the last shot by Adam Cole. Though Adam Cole does it way better, I'm just saying. But nothing wrong with Hikaru Shida doing it too. So she hits the running knee to face. Covers for the 1, 2, 3. Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa pick up the victory. Match was all right. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And not a bad match. Shida and Thunder Rosa look to be on the same page. Both women's champions. I think they might have a rematch coming up, maybe at the 1-year anniversary show, or if it continues on, they might have a rematch at Full Gear. Maybe Thunder Rosa wins the belt there. I mean, because right now, as of this recording, Hikaru Shida is on day 124 as women's champion. I think the longest in AEW history. I could be wrong. So I know Rio used to had it, but she's stuck in Japan. We're never gonna see little cute Rio again. It sucks. I miss her. I can always dream of her. That's all I gotta say about that. Forget that. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right. Then we go backstage with Dasha Fuentes or Gonzalez. She's with Les Champions, Chris Jericho, and then we get probably the funniest segment of the night. Like we saw, this happened last week between Jericho and MJF. They have another segment. Well, before we get to that, Jericho talks about Isaiah Cassidy. Says deep down inside he has a lot of respect for Isaiah. Someday he'll be a big star, but not next week. And the only shot that Cassidy will feel will be coming from the right and the left fist of him. And then in comes MJF. He says he's an honest man. The fact that the dribbling little runt would disrespect him goes out deplorable. Jericho's like, well, I agree. And he says, coming from MJF, though, this means a lot to Jericho. That means a lot. MJF tells Christopher, oh, that's my grandson, Fur. No, I ain't Christopher. No, you're Fur. No, I ain't Christopher, but I'm a Jedi. No, I'm a Jedi. I love that little runt, but it is what it is. So MJF tells Christopher that coming from him, that means a lot to him. So Jericho calls him great. MJF calls him, no, you're great. No, you're great. No, you're great. Then why did you call me a loser? They both say. So MJF says he saw it on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. Where did you see it? Jericho says he saw it on Dynamite. So with his own 2 eyes. MJF says he was calling the limo drivers losers. And he's like, they almost collided together. And could you imagine if they both hurt the two biggest things in AEW? So Jericho says a drop of his latte gun on his pants. Oh, nobody wants that. His expensive pants. And he says he wasn't calling MJF a loser. He was calling Tony Schiavone a loser. So they start mocking Tony Schiavone like, I'm doing an interview. I'm Tony Baloney. So they all laugh it off like it was nothing. They say each other is all right. It's like, you're all right, man. No, you're all right. And then they leave. That was that. That was funny. I'm thinking it's leading to them teaming up eventually. Or maybe them going at it in a match. I don't know. I think they're going to team up, though. It would be nice to see Jericho and MJF teaming up against, I don't know who. Maybe it might be Private Party. But we'll see what happens with that. Or maybe with Matt Hardy somehow getting involved in that. But we'll see what happens with that. Next week on the program. Maybe MJF gets involved and helps Jericho. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But that was a great segment. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Just funny shit between these two guys. And looks like they have mutual respect for each other. They hate each other, but what is what is. That's that. And we move on from there. All right. Then we get to the main event. Match number 5 for the AEW World Heavyweight title. We have Eddie Kingston, the so-called winner of the Battle Royal since he was not eliminated. He takes on the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley. Comes out from the parking lot this time, not through the door at the other side of the arena. So we see Eddie Kingston has a bruised left shoulder. Ugh. So they start off. The match was all right. Nothing great. Not a bad match, per se, but pretty decent for what it was. Eddie tosses a ghost jab. They lock up. Eddie with a side headlock takedown. John comes back with a leg scissors. Eddie kicks out of it. Then they have a test of strength. Breaks John down to a knee. John stands back up. Breaks the hold with a kick. Then a go behind. Eddie uses the ropes to break the hold. Then he shoves John. John's like, fuck you! Shoves him back. Then a slap. John slaps him in the face. He's like, oh, you want to go? You want to go? Let's go, man. So he's all ready to go. He's all pumped up. And then Eddie with a chop to the chest. John, then they go back and forth, chopping the crap out of each other. And then elbow chop combo from John. And then Eddie with a kick. A clothesline drops John down. Eddie sends John to the outside. Stomps then rips at the ear of Moxley, trying to do his best Cactus Jack impersonation. When Cactus Jack got his ear ripped off by Vader back in the day. I don't want to go there. Eddie pulls John into a hard elbow to the lower back. Sends John to the timekeeper's area. Did not get Justin Roberts. Damn. Eddie then tosses the timekeeper's table on the Moxley, the bell and all. I mean, the whole table gets used. Hits an elbow to Moxley's head and it starts beating him up. Goes to a suplex. Moxley blocks it. Punches a few times and hits a snap suplex on the outside. Ow. Moxley with a kick, then whips and sends him. Then goes to send him into the ring steps or the barricade. Gets reversed. Eddie sends John through the barricade. And then Eddie's going to work on him. Another whip with Moxley reversed to some. Eddie goes through the barricade. John locks the head, brings Eddie over to the ring, and rolls him inside. But Eddie attacks John as he enters into the ring. They go back and forth. Eddie with a headbutt. John drops to the floor. Then snapmare to John, headlock from behind with the leg lock in the arm. John breaks out of it, chops Eddie. Eddie chops him back as John goes to the mat. Then more chops. Running knee from John sends Eddie to the outside. Hits ropes and hits a suicide dive. And then another suplex on the outside. And they go in the ring. John to the top rope. He dives and rolls through. Eddie tries for a clothesline. John ducks. Hits some knees. Then hits a pound driver. for a near fall. As Eddie gets the rope break, I think with his leg on the rope. Moxley hits a clothesline in the corner. There's some elbow drops to the head. And then Eddie comes back with a power bomb for a near fall. Goes for a spinning back fist, but Moxley ducks, hits a right hand, chop from Eddie, form to Eddie. They go back and forth again. Then Eddie off the rope tries for a kick, and then Moxley with a German suplex. And then Eddie comes back, goes for a German suplex, Eddie with a backdrop, then another one for a near fall. So Eddie's going to work on Moxley, really giving him a run for his money. Eddie gets John in the corner, lifts the chin, chops him, and then another one. Moxley with a slap to the face. Goes for a back fist that's blocked. And then Moxley locks in a 1925 sleeper. And it looked like Eddie was going to get out of it, but Moxley transitioned to that side headlock that he beat Brody Lee with. I forgot what pay-per-view that was. I think it was at Revolution, where he just basically choked him out with a side headlock. Eddie fades and he's out, even though he never really gave up. The referee calls for the bell. I think it was Rick Knox called for the bell. So we get that match, and that ends it. Moxley retains the belt, so he will face Lance Archer on the 1-year anniversary show, like we all knew he would. So the match was all right. He gave it 3 out of 5 stars. That was that. And afterwards, it gets chaotic. John holds up the title. The Lucha Brothers, Ray Phoenix, and Pentagon Zero. They come out. They double super kick Moxley in the face. And then the referee's like talking to Eddie. Eddie's like, I never gave up. I never give up, ref. I never give up. Ref's like, I called the match. I'm like, you're out, dude. So Eddie's, I guess, was pissed. So while Moxley gets double super kicked in the face, in comes the bruiser, Will Hobbs. I'm starting to like this guy. It's like a big powerhouse. Kind of like a Willie Mack almost. Or like, I can't really describe him. Almost, I would say almost like Willie Mack, but shorter version of Willie Mack. But, I mean, he comes in and he hit probably the most wicked spine buster I've ever seen somebody give a spine buster to. He picked up Ray Phoenix and BAM! Spine bust the fuck out of him. Holy crap. I fucking marked the fuck out. I was like, holy shit! And then he hits a right hand to Penta, one to Eddie. And then the Lucha Brothers come back. They double super kick Will Hobbs, lay him out. Then the Lucha Brothers attack Hobbs and Moxley. Pentagon with a knee to the neck of Moxley. And then we hear the music of Darby Allin. So Darby comes in with his skateboard, hits Ray Phoenix and Pentagon in the stomach with the skateboard. Eddie Kingston gets hit in the gut. Then out comes Ricky Starks. You know, they've been going at it for the last couple of weeks. And Darby, he turned around and he gets speared to hell by Darby Allin. Speared by Ricky Starks, I should say. Then Ricky attacks Darby. Taz makes his way out very slowly because he's a fat fuck from Red Hook, brother. No, I'm just kidding. And then Pentagon and Ray attack Moxley and Hobbs again. Ricky picks up Darby, hits the Rochambeau, that weird looking move he hits. Lays out Darby. Then Pentagon, Ray Phoenix, and Ricky stand tall while Eddie struggles with the loss, holding on to the head of Moxley. So I don't know if it's going to be a 6-man tag team match next week. Kind of looked that way. So they might do Pentagon and Ray Phoenix teaming up with Ricky Starks, with Eddie Kingston and Taz at ringside to take on Darby Allin, Will Hobbs, and John Moxley. That's what I think they might do next week. That's probably going to stem from it, but we'll see. Unless we got that big tag team match. I think that's going to be next week or the week after that with Will Hobbs, Darby Allin, and John Moxley taking on Lance Archer, Brian Cage, and Ricky Starks. So I don't know if that's next week or the following week. I know it's not going to be at the the 1-year anniversary show. That's Darby. That's gonna be Moxley and Archer. Moxley's gonna win because he's gonna win. I think he's gonna lose the belt at Full Gear. I don't know to who. I was thinking Kenny, but I don't think they're gonna do that yet. So maybe Moxley will hold the belt past for the rest of this year. Who knows? And then maybe lose it at Revolution next year. If they do Revolution in February, whatever the next pay-per-view after Full Gear will be. Or maybe he loses on a special edition of Dynamite before the year ends, or by at the beginning, the first of the year. We'll see. Because final Dynamite is on December the 30th, the day before New Year's Eve, and then the first Dynamite of January of 2021 is January the 6th. Same thing with NXT. So we'll see what happens with that. So I think NXT might do a best of show probably on the 30th. I don't know, or to do something and then maybe come back January 6th with the first show of 2021 and the 2021 battle. Wednesday Night War battle continues on. Because I think AEW won this year. I mean, we got 3 months to go, but it looks like they've beaten the crap out of NXT every single week. I think they won this week too, but that's that. So we got a big, humongous brawl to end the show, and like I said, it might lead into a 6-man tag team match next week on the program with Rey Fenix, Pentagon Jr., and Ricky Starks taking on Moxley, Hobbs, and Darby Allin. So maybe they get a warm-up match before the match on October the 7th, which will be Jericho's big night. So that'll probably be the main event, or Jericho has something near the end of the night. Like he gets a big plaque or some shit. I don't know. Maybe he has a title match. No, he can't have a title match, but I don't know. They'll do something nice with Jericho. Maybe show some of his highlights from his AEW stuff. I don't think they're going to show anything from like his WCW days or his ECW days or his WWF days, because basically the WWF owns all that shit. So they can't show that. So they'll probably show his matches from AEW, like when he first won the title from Adam Page at All Out 1. So we'll get that. But it's gonna be a good night for Jericho on October the 7th, so it's 2 weeks away. And then the week after that is the big one, the 1-year anniversary show. That should be a great night. I hope that gets over 1 million views. I really hope it does, but we shall see what happens with that. I think AEW won this week. Like I said, I didn't see NXT, so we shall see what happens with that, and we'll get that, and that's it. All right, Chase. Okay, so we could if you want, we could talk before Clash of Champions. Probably I would say like maybe between 5 and 7, before Clash of Champions starts, because I think the Jet game's on at 4 o'clock. Let me check. I'll check my trusty football book. Let me check the schedule here. The Jets play at 4 o'clock, so I might be watching the Jets. So after I watch the Niners crucify the Giants, or crucify themselves, who knows? Hopefully they crucify the Giants. Then I get to see the Jets get crucified by the Colts. So I don't have Discord on my phone. So if you want, I think after, I would say when the Clash starts, we can talk on we could talk during the pay-per-view if you want. If not, you can always come on my Clash of Champions review Sunday night after the pay-per-view goes off the air, which I'd probably be around 9-10 o'clock. So I'll probably do my video about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I want to eat dinner and then watch some Sunday Night Football. Watch the end of Sunday Night Football. Watch that game, because I know the Niners play the week after that. So hopefully I'm off that weekend. I know I'm off this weekend, which is great. So I get to watch the entire Niners game for once this year. Probably the only time, maybe the only time I watch it. Maybe unless I get next Sunday off. If I get next Sunday off, that would be great because I get to watch Takeover, but I'm not even gonna watch Takeover next week when the Niners play because the Niners game is at 8:00. So I watch the first hour of Takeover, first hour and change of Takeover, and then that's it. I'm gonna be watching the Niners Eagles game on Sunday Night Football. Should be a good matchup. And we'll see how the Niners deal with the Eagles. See if they deal with the Giants because the Giants should be 2-0, but they choked against the Steelers and almost made a great comeback against the Bears last week, but choked. So Giants look dangerous. No, they don't have they're not Barkley, so that's going to hurt their running game. But they still got a couple weapons here and there. But I think in the end, the Giants defense looks pretty good compared to our defense and secondary, which our offense is just banged up. Kittle won't be playing. I don't think Kittle won't be playing this week because it's on that horrible turf. So I think it'd be safe for Kittle to come back next week in San Francisco against the Eagles. Make him come back. Maybe get Jimmy G back, though they said 4 to 6 weeks, so I don't know if he's going to play in week 4. He'll probably be playing in week 7 or 8. So he'll be back by the midpoint of the season. Hopefully by then, if the Niners could go 4-4 or 6-2 would be nice, but I think they're going to go 4-4, maybe 3-5. Until Jimmy G comes back and when they get all their stars back, like Debo, they get Kittle back. I know they're not going to have Bosa, which is going to hurt their defense immensely. So same with Solomon Thomas, another guy that got hurt. They lost Mostert. I think he's coming back. I think he's out this week. So the running game not going to be that great. So the Niners might have a really tough time next week. This Sunday against the Giants, which it could be the make or break game for the season because after they play the Eagles, I think they have another. I think they play the Las Vegas Raiders who beat the Saints on Monday night. Really, I was surprised at that. I watched the beginning of the game just to look at the beautiful Las Vegas stadium. It is I love that stadium. Probably one of my favorite stadiums right now in the NFL. And we all know the worst stadium in the NFL is MetLife Stadium because it looks like shit. That turf is fucking horrible. I don't know how it passed the inspection. I don't know how. I mean, everybody was getting hurt on that fucking field. And you can only imagine what this week's going to be. More injuries. More injuries. Maybe we'll get Daniel Jones gets a broken leg or something like that. Not I'm wishing him getting hurt, but something's gonna happen. You're gonna get a ton of injuries on that fucking horrible field. They should really just rip up the turf and put back on grass. That turf is horrible. I'm sorry. That's why Jimmy G got hurt. Bosa is out for the season. Solomon Thomas is out for the season. Mostert's out for a couple weeks. Kittle hurt his neck in week 1. So he'll be back maybe next week. If not next week, the game after that. But he'll be back. And then the Niners will go on a humongous run when Jimmy G comes back. Hopefully before they play all those big humongous games against the Seacocks, the Packers, the Rams, they play the Aints, and then I think they play Washington in between there. But they got a hard. After this week they got a couple. I think couple more games, and then I think week 6 through 10 is gonna really make their season. They got hard games. Packers, in Seattle, not good. especially that they're going to lose in Seattle. Let's put it that way. I think Seattle's winning that division now. As much as you never know what could happen in the NFL. Maybe the quarterback, what's his damn name? Russell Wilson gets hurt. Who knows? Russell Wilson get hurt. Be out for the season. Kyle Murray of the Arizona Cardinals could get hurt. He could get hurt for a significant amount of weeks. Jared Goff of the Rams could get hurt. And then the Niners can inch up into the division and maybe get a wild card. I still think they might get a wild card. But at this rate, it's a stretch right now. I know it's only the first 2 games, but losing Garoppolo for the next 4 to 6 weeks, losing Mostert, losing Bosa and Thomas for the season just fucking sucks, man. Just fucking sucks. And Kittle, I don't know when he's coming back. It's not gonna be this week. Definitely not this week. Maybe next week or the week after that. And we really need Kittle. I think we do. We need that spark from Kittle again. And we need Jimmy G to get healthy really quick. But I think they're gonna sit Jimmy G this week. Maybe he'll come back next week against the Eagles or the week after that. They said 4 to 6 weeks, but people can come back like that in the NFL. But we'll see what happens to that. That's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. All right, everybody, that's it. My video. Thank you for watching. It's already 3:30 in the morning. I have to get to bed because I got the doctor in the morning. Got a doctor appointment in the morning that I gotta do over the phone. And then I'm gonna probably take a little bit of time off, and then I gotta go shopping. And was gonna go up over to my parents' house to say hello, but I seen them already most of this week anyway. So I'm gonna take the day off and rest, get my body and my health back, my strength back, and probably watch NXT tomorrow. Probably tomorrow afternoon. I'll do my NXT review tomorrow night, probably around 12 o'clock. But in between that, I will do TGC 180, my Classic Champions review, Classic Champions preview, my predictions. Talk about that tomorrow on the TGC Reborn channel, so check that out. Smash the bell, get notified on that channel, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to all my other channels as well down below. So you get notified of when the videos go up. So you can come in the chat. We'll have a nice little chat. You can give me your predictions, and we talk about the Clash for a little bit. And then we'll talk about NXT tomorrow. And then it's Friday night. We got SmackDown. I'll probably do that video very late Friday night when I get home. So probably around 1:30, 2 o'clock, around the same time I did this video. So we'll see what happens with that. And then Saturday I got to work till 10. So I won't be back till 11:30. And then I'm going to take the rest of Saturday off to rest up. And then Sunday I'm going to stay home, watch football, not giving one single secretary fuck about my job. If I have to go in, I'm not going in. I really don't want to go in, but something comes up. Maybe something comes. I hope nothing comes up. And the new people do their job, and then we have no problems. And that's all I got to say about that. So we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. So Sunday, I'm gonna hopefully stay home, watch a lot of football, then watch the Classic Champions, do my review after the Clash goes off the air. So we'll have a nice big discussion on this channel for the Clash, and then we'll get ready for Raw this Monday night. Then next week for AEW NXT, and then I'll do another prediction video for NXT Takeover. Then next Sunday we got another. We got that. So we'll talk about NXT Takeover next Sunday night. So that should be good. But I'll talk about that way after the Niners game is over. Unless they're getting blown out, then maybe I'll do the video very early. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully the Niners won't get blown out this week or next week. But we'll see. And that's all I got to say about that. So that's pretty much it. So tomorrow you got your Classic Champions predictions and NXT review. And Friday night, SmackDown review for the go home show before Classic Champions. Should be a pretty decent show. We'll see what happens with that. And then Sunday, Classic Champions to end your week of wrestling, and then we'll get ready for the next show, TakeOver next Sunday. We don't have a name or a tagline for it yet, but we'll see what happens with that. If we got any tonight or anything like that, we'll see what happens with that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. My final rating for Dynamite tonight, 7 out of 10 stars, a solid 7. Not a bad show. So we'll see what happens next week on the program. Got some good stuff happening on the show. And with Jericho and Isaiah Cassidy should be a good match. And we'll see what else happens on the show. And that's that. So thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you to Chase for coming in the chat and chatting for a little bit, not too long, but we'll see. That's that. And thank you for joining the Armada as a general. And if you want to join the Armada, come in the chat anytime or hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. And maybe I'll name you like a general or a lieutenant or a sergeant. But you can't be captain because I'm the captain. And Rose is the first mate. Is what it is. So that's that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Go to sleep, everybody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on this channel for my NXT review and on TGC Reborn for TGC 180, my Classic Champions predictions. And that's that. So see you guys tomorrow. And I'm out. And by the way, I'm out. Peace. Don't forget to watch my video on Road Warrior Animal on the Metal God channel. Link to the videos down below in the description box. So watch it and then watch this video. After you watch this video, watch that video or vice versa, whatever you want. But that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for everybody for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.